have to say, over the past few days, as I've been traveling through the interior, I've been just overwhelmed by the kind of support and the kind of interest that people have given in places that haven't been liberal in an awfully long time. And the fact that people are optimistic about doing politics differently, about engaging citizens actively in how we develop policies and how we engage with the future that we need to build is a source of optimism. Now, a lot of people think, oh, it's about Justin and the hair. It's not about me. This is about some people feeling that for once there might be room for Canadians in Canadian politics.
Yeah.
We have to understand that, yes, the challenges we're facing are great. Even though for the past 30 years our economy has grown more than 100%, we've more than doubled in size, average family incomes in this country have increased by only 13%. So for the majority of hardworking Canadians, our incomes have stalled while costs rise, and that means personal and household debt is exploding. Now, this is a challenge we have to face. And my biggest concern with our current government, my bigger problem with our current government is not that it can be quite mean-spirited from time to time, because I guess it can. Wow. It's that I find it to be unambitious. I see it looking at the challenges we're facing, whether it's around building a strong economy that doesn't jeopardize a sustainable environment, understanding that we can have a role to give people opportunity while still creating wealth, where we know that we can balance these things, and it'll be difficult, but it's doable. And instead, this government tends to throw up its hands and say, well, you know what, we're doing better than Spain. I'm sorry. Maybe we are, but that's not good enough. You can't just say, oh, we live in a globalized world with globalized pressures and we're just small players in here. I'm sorry. This is Canada. With the opportunities, with the potential, with the resources, both in our ground and in our land, and mostly our human resources, we have no excuse not to become the model for what success looks like in the 21st century. Being an active, engaged citizen is more than just voting from time to time and obeying the law and paying your taxes, although, yes, please do all three. Being an active citizen is about understanding that each of us has a role to play in shaping the community that we're part of, whether it be in community activities and organizations, whether it's taking a stand on big international issues like my friend with the GMO activism, whether it's making your voice heard across your community. We're all very, very good at that. We are all, as citizens, knowledgeable about the fact that we're lucky and we need to help shape the community we're part of. So why do we accept that it's good enough that we should be throwing up our hands and being cynical about politics? Our political body is where we have the kinds of conversations that define the future of this country, the future of our kids. And we need citizens to engage, to pay attention, to be demanding of better answers, to be demanding more of our leaders and our political figures, to be demanding more of our neighbors in their implication and in their involvement, but we also need to be demanding more of ourselves. Raise our expectations of who wields our voice in Ottawa. Raise our expectations of how we get to hold those people to account. And mostly, come together as a country once again, from coast to coast to coast, to solve together the challenges that only an extraordinary country like Canada, with extraordinary Canadians like you, are going to be able to. Thank you very much for being here today.